Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live, where I am joined now by the one, the only PJ Cowan. PJ, what's happening today, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing better now that I see your face. Tell me what is going on, man? I hear you have got a new podcast coming out. I would love to hear all about it. Let me know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. So I have Raw and Real Talk with this veteran that you are talking with right now. And it is a podcast that is exactly like it sounds. It's about bringing raw but real talk about, everything from, politics to veterans and their struggles in the system as far as transitioning from um, to civilian life, the court system, divorced parents, all the truths and the raw talk that people don't want to have but need to have, and letting people tell their stories so that it could help others out, and we get some real good and raw real information out there for the people.
Some realness. Hey, we need that in today's society. I hear you, PJ, and I know that you yourself have 8.5 years of military service. First of all, I want to thank you for your service. But
Thank you.
let me know, how that experience is translating into this new podcast. I mean, you're able to really probably relate to hundreds of thousands of veterans out there and really be able to connect and talk with them. But why do you think that, your time in the military really is helping this podcast grow and blossom?
I think it's helping because I'm always a hands-on. And so, when it comes to being raw and real, you can't get any realer unless you've been in those shoes and you've walked that life and, have gone through it, some of the things and the topics that we'll be talking about. And, between my travels and my experiences in the military, transitioning from in the military to civilian world, and as a veteran being in the civilian world, going through a lot of trials and different things, and having to learn some stuff the hard way, I think that it really suits me to be in a position to help others, who might be going through it and might think that they're alone or don't know what to do. And now you got this raw and real with PJ, and make sure that, we get some people moving in the right direction.
Yes,
And,
you're developing a community, it sounds like, of people that are, have been through similar experiences. And I know that you're also a divorced parent. So would you mind speaking about that experience as well and how that's going to add to the podcast?
Oh, yeah. So my whole philosophy is, we're stronger together. And the military is something that taught me that with the discipline and everything. And marriage taught me that too, because again, that is your own little tribe. But, sadly to say, all marriages don't end up, working out. And so the reality of there are divorces, and there are good ways and there are bad ways to handle divorce. And, my divorce was one for the books. It was very nasty. We have two children out of our marriage, and seeing the traumas and some of the issues that could have been avoided, especially when it came to, the parenting and stuff like that, is something that I'm bringing to the table with the Raw and Real, and really wanting to help full-time single divorced dads or moms, but I'm a full-time single dad. And, it's not common for, the man to be the one to have the kids full-time. But the life lessons I've learned from my divorce have definitely geared me up to help others, because nobody's story as far as a divorce, I think, is better than mine.
Well, I am sorry to hear that, you had such a difficult divorce, but it really sounds like you're taking, you're making the best out of your situation, the hand that you were dealt. It sounds like you're really taking those experiences, and instead of using them, to bring yourself down, you're really bringing others up, it seems.
Oh, yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. Like I said, stronger together. And, this is something to empower people and to help people and to, build this community of, some more truth seekers, truth tellers, and, yeah, build a community of of honesty and trust, and just bring in real back. Real has not gone out of style in my book.
If someone's watching this and they're wanting to get into podcasts, but they don't really know, maybe if this podcast is for them, what would you tell that person? What would you, say to convince them to listen to PJ's realness?
So what I would say to them, people always, with veterans, they say, hey, thank you for your service, right? So if you really want to thank me for my service, just give me a listen. This podcast is something for everybody. If you are someone who is a communicator, or wanting to learn how to communicate, because we're not all going to agree with everything. But what we can do is we can listen to others and hear them out, and at least communicate. Like I said, there's going to be some great interviews. I have a list of people coming on that you are going to want to hear. They're raw and real, and so and if anything else, you're going to get a good laugh here and there. So it will be entertaining. It will be raw. It will be real, and then you'll get to see this handsome face and hear this amazing voice.
Yeah, PJ. I love it. And I mean, are you able to give me any sort of sneak peeks to those guests possibly, or you can't tell me any names?
Well, I will say that, we have a couple of, music artists that we won't be talking about anything music. We're actually going to be talking about some things that's happened in their life and their story. We have some heavy hitters in the beauty and fashion world coming on. Of course, we have some other fellow veterans that I'll be bringing on. And then we also have some people that are in the politic world. So, yeah, we have a nice little sneak peek, especially with the first release in March.
Yeah, that's my next question. When can we expect the realness to start, man? When can I expect to get real with you?
Ish gets real starting March 1st.
Perfect.
So March 1st, yep, we're going to be dropping our first episode, and the real is going down.
I love it. All right, PJ. Well, thank you so much. Do you have anything else to add? We can listen on Spotify, Apple, or where can I tell people to go?
Yes, it will be Spotify, Apple. Right now, we're in the stages of finalizing all of that. Right now, if you want to, you can go on Twitter. You can also go on Instagram, and it's the Raw and Real Vet Talk is where you'll go.
All righty. Well, I will lead people right there, and hey, I'll be there myself because I love podcasts, and you sound like a great guy, PJ, and wish you all the best. So thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. I so appreciate it, and thank y'all for your time.
Of course. We're going to get raw and real. We're going to get raw and real, man. I'm ready for it. Thanks so much, PJ.
Let's go. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.